This LOS is to describe macroeconomic, technological, demographic, governmental, and social influences on industry growth, profitability, and risk. External influences on industry growth, profitability, and risk. External factors affecting an industry's growth include macroeconomic, technological, demographic, governmental, and social influences. So I won't go through in great detail all the items. They're in the text. You can go back for a review. But basically, I've listed the sections there. Macroeconomic influences. This is gross domestic product, interest rates, availability of credit, and inflation. Technological influences talks about the computer hardware industry, for example. Let's talk about PCs or televisions or smartphones, whatever you want. And also it talks a little bit about Kodak, how digital cameras crush the photographic film industry. Demographic influences, of course, is talking about, for example, perhaps the baby boomers or the not only the growth in population, but also the percentage of populations over 65, for example. Japan's Ministry of Health estimates that by 2055, the percentage of the population over 65 will rise to 40% of the total population. Okay, governmental influences. That's talking about on industry's revenues and profits is pervasive and important in setting tax rates and rules for corporations and individuals. Government affect profits and incomes, which in turn affect corporate and personal spending. Governments are also major purchasers of goods and services from a range of industries. And finally, there's the social influences, societal changes involving how people work, spend their money, enjoy their leisure time, and conduct other aspects of their lives can have a significant impact on the sales of various industries. Okay? We're just going to finish this LOS by doing 3 quick practice questions. The first one, a population that is rapidly aging would most likely cause the growth rate of the industry producing eyeglasses and contact lenses to A, decrease, B, increase, or C, not change. I think you'd be happy to see that question on the CFA exam, and it's making you wonder how people could ever fail this test, because this seems pretty easy. Population that is rapidly aging would most likely cause the growth rate of the industry producing eyeglasses to increase. Vision typically deteriorates at advanced ages. An increased number of older adults implies more eyewear products will be purchased. Pretty easy question. Second of 3 practice questions. If over a long period of time a country's average level of educational accomplishment increases, this development would most likely lead the country amount of income spent on consumer discretionary goods to A, decrease, B, increase, or C, not change. I think that one's really easy as well. B is correct. As their educational level increases, workers are able to perform more skilled tasks, earn higher wages, and as a result, have more income left for discretionary purchases, like boats or camper vans. And one last practice question to finish this LOS. If the technology for an industry involves high fixed capital investment, then one way to seek higher profit growth is by pursuing A, economies of scale, B, diseconomies of scale, or C, removal of features that differentiate the product or service provided. Again, another pretty easy question in my opinion. A is correct. Seeking economies of scale would tend to reduce per unit costs and increase profit. And that's the last slide for this LOS. Thank you.